Who.
Hello.
And welcome to Watch Who, a Doctor Who podcast. I'm Mark.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm a Doctor Who fan.
And I'm new to watching Who.
Yep, watching for the very first time.
Very first time.
And I would like to proudly present the season 10 Doscars! Yeah!
Hey! Woo! Do you know what makes me laugh about that? Just before we started recording, Mark was like, okay, I know what I'm going to say. I know where we are. I'm ready for it. And that's what you came out with.
Well, I haven't finished yet. Welcome, everybody. We are on the planet Spiridon. Everybody is arriving in their shuttles, landing on the planet. So here they all are, getting ready.
Oh, look how glam.
We got Omega. He's just arrived with a lovely shiny new helmet.
Oh.
The Drashings are here.
Fancy.
The Drashings eating their way through the vegetation. Got the Maggots crawling along on the red carpet.
That's what that trail is.
We've got Cliff and Joe just back from the honeymoon.
They kept it short, the honeymoon, because they knew that they had the Doscars coming up.
Vorg and Sherna are providing the entertainment around the back. Please welcome the Thals back on this planet. They probably don't want to come back, but here they are. Sarah, just to say, so I'm up in the heat a bit with the ventilation shaft. I'm just making sure everything's going smoothly here. Edith is using this as her kitchen area today, so she's her and Molly and I was going to say Gail. What's her name?
I can't remember. That's not my forte.
Gail, not Gail, is here.
Gail
Platt. I've forgotten your name. I'm so sorry, Gail. Lovely canapes, by the way. They're
remember.
Providing all the food again as usual, and they're putting them up the shaft out into the jungle, so they're heated as they go up, which is a new concept.
Lovely.
And Sarah, you're down in the ice caves.
Oh, lucky me.
So we set up the ice bar down there. How's it going down there?
Cold.
Yeah, we all wrapped up warm, serving the vodka.
Serving? I'm serving.
I mean,
hang on, you just get to be there with all the food, watching it happen. I've got to serve in the ice bar. That's classic you.
So, I mean, no, what I meant was...
Classic Mark, putting the woman in her place. And it's not the woman, it's always me.
Just the way it works out. Sarah is down in the ice cave because she's going... She's down in the ice cave.
I did not sign that contract.
You're down there, so you're going to be...
My agent is going to be having words, I'm just saying.
What I meant was you're going to be pouring out the chilled vodkas for the winners as they come off stage through the ice bar at the end. So you're going to be getting all the action as they come through. So that's why you're down there.
Whatever. Look at you trying to up my service. Bloody hell.
You've got the glamorous bit. I'm in the kitchens.
You're not doing anything in the kitchens, are you?
I'm helping Gail, or whatever her name is, put them blobs in the tray.
Mark can't even remember the people's names. Mark's such a man that he can't even remember the name of his women.
Mary Ash. It's Mary Ash. Mary Ash.
Mary Ash. There we are.
Oh, no, sorry. I was just saying your name. It's all right. Carry on. Well, I'm helping, making sure I've got the recipe for the fungus soup, haven't I? So Edith's trying that one out tonight. Right. Anyway, let's start, shall we? Now we know.
Yeah, let's move on from that debacle and just move on.
Well, you've got your little heater unit if you get cold down there, so you should be all right.
Thanks.
And I've got that little reader thing, so when it gets to red, I'll let you know if there's going to be an explosion down there, and you can get out.
Bloody hell. That is literally the most Mark thing ever. I'll tell you what, let's get my co-host. I'll put her in a dangerous situation where she has to serve people. And don't worry. And I know Mark will forget to look at the radar. So I'll probably just, boil to death or
I'm
something.
keeping an eye on it. It's fine. We're all right. Well, let's start. Everyone take their place. I think the Spiridons are sat down. I can't see them, but I think they are.
Are they not serving drinks? Is that why everything's floating around?
Oh, the floating drinks. Yes. The Spiridons are serving. It's their host planet, of course. So they didn't want to wear the purple furs tonight. It's fine.
No, so it's just floating Terry Nations all around.
Floating Terry Nations. What a perfect scenario. Right, let's start, shall we then? Okay, here we go. First category is Best Villain. And the nominees are Omega, the Three Doctors.
You dare threaten to destroy me? You wish to fight the will of Omega?
The Master, Frontier in Space.
Unarmed may be, but not unaccompanied. I've brought some old friends along to meet you.
Stevens, the Green Death.
I have in my hand a piece of paper which will mean a great deal to all of you.
And Boss, the Green Death.
Stevens arranged it on my instructions, you see. The facts offer it as the only logical solution.
So very limited on human villains. It was which is why Boss is there as well, because you really wanted Boss. A big red disc with a bit of electronic on it.
Okay, that's Mark's feelings on Boss. Who else was there?
Okay, so Omega. I mean, wow, Omega is brilliant.
Iconic, and you had to explain him. As soon as you did your impression, I was like, yeah, I remember. And just he made that story, he made that episode. I know, we had the Three Doctors. We got to learn more about the history of the Doctors in that as well, and a bit more about them. And he was so important to that and integral, and his boomy voice. And yeah,
well, he had to go. He was a villain that went up against Three Doctors, so you had to have somebody worthy of that was powerful enough, and he did the job.
Someone against the Time Lords. I mean, it wasn't. He was against the whole planet of Time Lords.
Well, he's a Time Lord himself as well. He had those really good speeches, and he had a good look as well. So he ticked all the boxes.
When he takes his helmet off, it's iconic.
And the cry. Well, you weren't impressed with the cry, but
no, but I enjoyed him. Yes.
And the Master back again. Not the most amazing story. I mean, he was only halfway through Frontier in Space, but he still made that impact. His scenes with the Doctor and Joe made it.
Yeah, absolutely. I enjoyed Frontier in Space, and it's because of the Master. I think he's a really good character. He's a character you love to hate.
Yeah, sorry, I just really, when you said I enjoyed Frontier in Space, I don't know why that wanted to make me laugh. I don't think anyone's ever said.
I did though, didn't I? I mean, despite all the jails and stuff, but I was like, man, okay. This has been a good, let's just reflect. This has been a good season.
It's been a brilliant season, yeah. But I don't think anyone's ever said, I enjoyed Frontier in Space with such enthusiasm before.
Despite all the prisons, I enjoyed Frontier in Space.
That's the new t-shirt. I enjoyed Frontier in Space.
Whenever I say it, I feel like I'm going on a Disney ride or something.
Oh, like space theme, Space Park or Space Mountain. Space Mountain, isn't that? Isn't Space Mountain a Disney thing? Oh my God, imagine the Frontier in Space theme park ride. You're in
well, you're just in jail.
You're just in a little prison. You get put in a cage and he goes along on a little train. And then, I don't know, you might get an ogre or something thrown at you. I don't know.
Get given a spoon, you got to dig your way out.
Anyway, and then we got Stevens from the Green Death as well as Boss. Great human. He was a baddie, corporate. You're sort of Tobias Vaughan. Do you remember him?
Yeah, I do.
He's one of those, isn't he? You get that every now and then. Maybe not the biggest impact, but all right. Better than Boss. Who
is also nominated and is here tonight.
There he is. Give us a wiggle. Oh, and he's up there on a drink. He's having a drink with Stevens. There you go. I wouldn't get him wet if I was you. But don't touch Bots with wet hands is what I would say. But anyway, we'll leave them to it. Right. Should we announce the winner?
And the winner is Omega.
Yeah. Oh, well done. I mean, it had to be the most almighty, powerful villain of the season.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. A very memorable. And, as you said, a bit more of a backstory of the Time Lords that he brought with him as well. So,
yeah, he really helped make that story.
Really good creation for the anniversary as well. Yeah, and thank you very much, Omega, coming all the way from your antimatter universe just to be here. I'm sure it was much effort was put in. So Sarah's down there in the ice bar. She's going to pour you some vodka and ice. You have to throw it in his hole in his helmet.
Thanks.
Well, you guys have a good time, and I'll announce the next category then.
Okay, you go.
Next category, Best Monster. And the nominees are... The Drash... Oh no, we're going to say it wrong. The Drash Higgs Carnival of Monsters. The Draconians, Frontier in Space.
Our soldiers have seen the Earthmen attack us. Our cargoes have been stolen.
The Daleks, Planet of the Daleks.
All the responsibility was yours. You have failed. The Supreme Council does not accept failure.
And the Maggots from the Green Death.
So, the Drashigs.
Drashigs. We said they were very gruesome. They were very... As a monster... violent and aggressive, and something we haven't really had before, because monsters have been a bit more, I don't know what the word is, but we said about like the Drashings are gonna like rip you apart and be violent rather than your
Yeah, I think like it's been a while since we've had like Thea in the same way from a monster. The last time, to be honest, is probably the Daleks.
Yeah, so in the concept of the Drashi... Oh, God, I'm going to say this wrong. Oh, my God. I'm sorry, everyone. Drashigs.
It'll be a long night.
Yeah. I haven't even had a termination yet. Drashigs.
I'm down here in the ice bar, so anything can happen.
What was I saying? I completely lost my train of thought.
Drashigs.
I was saying the concept of the Drashing. Yeah, very good. Production-wise, though, I'm not so keen on them. They are a hand puppet.
But it works well.
Kind of.
For the story, it works. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The story, it works, but they're a dog's skull with a hand on, so...
Yeah, okay, fine.
Draconians, now, very good in design and concept, and the features and the voice isn't annoying. A little bit boring in terms of characterization, but as a monster, as a design, absolutely brilliant.
I'm trying to remember them.
Green, Frontier in Space. I'm so sorry. The front, they give us a wave. Draconians over there. There you go. They were there. Oh, you're down in the ice thing. You can't see them.
I can't see anything, Mark, can I? You stuck me down in the thing, serving people.
Okay. I'm going to send some Draconians down to see you. Oh, no, they were green. They were a bit samurai. You love their house.
Ah, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I did love their house, yes. I remember everything about them now.
The Draconian that is heading towards Sarah, can you bring your catalogue with you of your household items? What am I talking about?
I don't know. I always wonder. Okay, yeah, no, they were great. Really good design, like really strong. I mean, you weren't sure if they were a baddie, for a while, and then like they were a goodie, and they were like in the same way that the Ice Warriors developed and became the goodie, but you were like, what are they and stuff? You had that with these as well, and that was good. I enjoyed that.
Although minus points because women can't talk in court.
True. That's why I'm in the ice, whatever you've put me in, cellar.
Speaking of the ice caves, we've got the Daleks next, who built this wonderful bar and have let us use their city. Okay, Daleks are Daleks, but we had the amazing Emperor Gold and Black Dalek, who is worth it alone. Great design. Great that we're doing something different with them in colour. Give us a flash. Yep, there we are.
They weren't annoying. Normally they're really annoying. This time, there wasn't all the Dalek chat in between. They came, they did their job, they got on with it. They're usually very, very annoying. And there's a lot of Dalek chat. And there was this time, but not as much that it like grinded me, you know?
I felt they were more of a threat.
Yes.
They felt more dangerous. Maybe because Terry Nation is back writing for them. But I don't know. Or the way that all the actors and the characters react to them, you really do feel like if they're going to get you, they're going to get you.
Yeah. It was a really strong Dalek story there.
And I think the Daleks won a Doscar for the first season, but they haven't won since, have they? No,
because it's been annoying, so.
Interesting. And then we have the Maggots.
You wanted the Maggots.
Well, they are a memorable monster. People remember the Maggots. I know they're not, in terms of creative, they're not an alien really, but it's creative in the way that they are giant maggots from pollution and that concept. And actually the way that they are animated and the puppets are done with the mouth and everything, a bit Drashing-like actually. I think they're done very well. I mean, it's a simple concept, but it's very, very effective, and it's very Doctor Who. So, I think they do deserve a place.
Okay, like they're iconic, but I don't know. It was a funny story. They were there purely for the story to happen, but they weren't the point of the story. We have to fight something. We're going to fight some giant maggots. It
could have been worse. They could have made them talk or something. That would have been worse.
Oh, I agree completely. But I don't know. I'm on the fence. You wanted the maggots. You got your maggots.
Okay, so it's over to the ice cave for the answer. What am I talking about? It's hang on.
The answer.
It's hot in this ventilation room. Edith, turn it down. Right.
Get it out.
Over to Sarah in the ice cave for the winner.
Yes. Okay, and the winner of Best Monster is the Daleks.
Ooh, I think that's a surprise because I think people thought it would be the Drashigs or something like that. But no, I think the Daleks deserve it. Like we said, a good threat. And the Emperor, he's on his way down to you now. You better get his Terry Nation ready. Or somebody. Sorry, not you.
He's had too many. It's only just started and he's had too
many. But no, I think, they're back to their form. And maybe because we haven't seen them as much. Or maybe because they were so bad in Day of the Daleks that actually this makes them look
you
better.
Really felt their threat. They made this story. I mean, the previous story built to this, and they delivered.
You're still excited about Frontier in Space leading into Planet of the Daleks.
I am. I really am. And I'm going to be excited about that for a while, Mark.
I can't believe that. You're so excited about Frontier in Space.
That t-shirt can say, I got excited about Frontier in Space.
Nobody else cares about Frontier in Space. It better not be a Keys and Marinus. I'm not saying that Frontier in Space and Keys and Marinus are anywhere alike. Anyway. So well done to the Daleks. And you've got Altos and Sabitha down there in the bar.
Have I?
Yeah, they love a bit of an ice moment.
Sabitha, Altos, sorry. He's freezing.
Well, you need to rub his legs like Ian did.
I'm not rubbing his legs. I need way more drinks than me for that.
Oh God! Right. Anyway, next category. My favourite. It's always my favourite. Best supporting character. And the nominees are Vorg and Sherna, Carnival of Monsters.
But I should have to put my hand inside.
Oh, go on, Vorg. We can't stand here and let them be torn to pieces.
Rebek, Planet of the Daleks.
Well, somewhere on this planet there are 10,000 Daleks.
Taron, Planet of the Daleks.
Point it in this direction. Press the control on the top, and you'll see what we're up against.
And Cliff, I don't know what's... Cliff, the Green Death.
Do you know what that means? It means unlimited financial help. Work for the valleys. Aye, and food for all the world.
Oh, do you know what? I've just thought I had a joke that I wanted to do at the beginning, but I've only just remembered it.
Go on, say it. Go on.
Okay, hold on. Edith. No, the cutlery's over there. Yeah, the cutlery's over there. And no, it's fine. We've got enough plates. Somewhere on this planet, there are 10,000 plates, Edith. It's fine. We've got enough. I wanted to do that at the beginning. Sorry.
Okay. Do you feel better now?
Did you get the joke?
I remember something about there being 10,000 Daleks.
Okay, that's fine. You got the joke. It's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. A really good, really good category. I don't know what's happened. Sorry, everyone. We're not coming back to Spiridon again. I'm telling you now.
Because you separated us and left me in a bar. You left me in a fucking frozen cellar.
It's not. It's the ventilation ice volcano tunnels.
Whatever.
That we've turned into a vodka bar. So Vorg and Shern are a great double act in Carnival of Monsters. Oh, come on, you remember them. I'm sorry, you just did that face where you're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
No. I must have frozen because I do. I was trying to remember their magician names.
Paul and Debbie, yeah.
Yes, Paul and Debbie.
Really good. And we put them together because they are that double act. You couldn't have them on their own. They wouldn't be strong enough.
You know, for what could have been an incredibly boring story. Because, I mean, like, it was a two-part... It was a story of, like, two halves, wasn't it? You had, like, what was going on in the machine and what was going on out of it. They were keeping what was going on out of it alive, you know?
Oh, absolutely, because if it was just the grey people out there and no Vorg and Sherna, I would not be liking Carnival of Monsters. And also, they literally brought the Carnival of Monsters to Carnival of Monsters, so they were pretty essential, weren't they?
Yeah. Very true.
Yeah, and they will be performing tonight, everybody, later on the Ice Cabaret stage. Which Sarah will set up later, I'm sure. I'll help. But
oh, that's nice.
And then we have... Well, there's a lot of Planet of the Daleks in this because everybody, I love Planet of the Daleks. Rebek, the Lady Thal.
She was great. She had some great lines.
I think a lot of people are probably like, why is she here? But I'm sorry, she's here.
Because Mark asked for it.
I just think she...
It's fine, because I get mine later, everyone, okay? I allowed Mark Maggots and I allowed Mark Rebek because I knew what I was asking for later.
And you know what? Rebek, she gets at least 2 cliffhangers in Planet of the Daleks. That's something. The 10,000 Daleks moment and the you're falling off your parachute moment.
And she gets told off.
Yeah, and she's a brave character. She... Despite all the odds, she comes to volunteer and help out, fight the Daleks. She lives.
That's true. They don't all live.
She's glamorous, and she can go through the jungle, and she can help kill the Daleks. What more do you need? And speaking of which, we got Taron as well, leader of the Thals. Now, really great leader. There was somebody else that we said a couple of Doscars ago who was a great leader. Who else was a great leader that we said was...
Oh, Thingy Ash's dad.
Oh, yeah, Mary Ash. Yeah.
Mary Ash's dad.
Yeah, Mary Ash's dad. Yeah. He was a great leader. It's one of those characters. And Taron again, he was actually the medical officer who had to step up and lead. He didn't want to lead. He was one of those... I mean, I think... what's this? Oh, I'm sorry, Mary Ash. What's the name of your dad? Oh, she can't hear me. I can't remember his name. It's gone. Ash, I think.
I don't know what that response would have been.
Ash, I think.
Ash, wasn't it?
I think it was just Ash. It was only a few seasons ago.
It can't have been Ash. Come on.
It was Ash and Mary Ash. I think they just called him Ash.
That can't be right. It must be.
It was the Ashes. Right. Yeah, Ash. Oh, well, we'll call him Ash. Well, Ash, he was a leader, but Taron had to step up and do that and went through the odds. And he had the Doctor to help, and he listened to the Doctor. He wasn't one of those leaders like that one from Fear in the Deep that's like just arguing against everybody and that's arrogant and I'm the leader and I know best. He actually took on board what was going on. Okay, Doctor, you have fought the Daleks before. I'm going to listen to you. This is what we're going to do. And he got through it. So that was really cool. And Cliff.
Well, I mean Cliff.
Great supporting character, great impact. Environmentalist. Vegan, probably. Knows his pollution from his greenery. I don't know what I'm saying.
It would have to take a really special character to have persuaded Joe, and that was nailed, and he did it great. Because actually, he wasn't just a background character. He was right up front with everyone to be that person in order for us to believe that Joe would go off with him.
And a sort of younger Doctor that she could go off with, yeah. Okay, so very strong category. And let's go back to Sarah now, downstairs in the ice bar. How's the Emperor Dalek doing? You giving him anything?
Oh, shut up, Mark. And the winner is Cliff.
Yay! Professor Cliff Jones. Well done. Well done. Yeah.
Professor Cliff Jones.
Professor Cliff Jones to come all the way from Spiridon. Here he is collecting his award. Yeah, he's got his blue crystal.
Dropped off in Cardiff.
Yeah, I mean, he's great. We've said it all already, really, but very memorable. We're going to remember him. And, and he did a bit of everything in that story as well. He played that hero role a lot of the time.
Yeah, he was really good, really strong. To win in this category, you have to be a strong, in the same way that Miss Hawthorne was. You have to step up and be there with the rest, and he definitely was.
Yeah, but well done to everybody else as well, though, because they are all potential winners.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then we are on to Best Story.
And the nominees are The Three Doctors.
Oh, so you're my replacements. A dandy and a clown.
Carnival of Monsters.
We need worry too much about our friend Thor.
One, right?
He'll probably wind up president.
Planet of the Daleks.
Daleks.
The Green Death.
Doctor, it's exactly your cup of tea. This fellow's bright green, apparently, and dead.
So we just had to get rid of one, which was Frontier in Space.
Mark chose that.
Because of too many prisons.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I think now if you could choose, you really want that one back. But it shows such a strong season it was, because there were no really bad ones in this.
It literally came down to too many prisons.
Three Doctors, absolutely love, because you have William Hartnell and Patrick Troughton.
Iconic story.
And you have Omega. The only thing, I'm going to say it, the production isn't as top-notch as I think it could have been. Carnival of Monsters, one that I enjoy.
I loved Carnival of Monsters.
You absolutely loved it. Again, a bit of everything in that one. Grey people, Drash Higgs, ship, a bit of Agatha Christie, it's all there.
Planet of the Daleks.
Planet of the Daleks. I love Planet of the Daleks. I love it. Everyone knows I love Planet of the Daleks.
It's a good job that there's a panel of 2 for voting. It's good. It is good. I'm not sure if it's my favourite of the season, though. This is why Mark put me in the fucking cellar.
And then The Green Death, which is a very well-loved story.
It's very Welsh.
You've got your Maggots, which is very well remembered. It's Joe's last story, which is very well remembered. I didn't used to like it, and now I do.
I agree. I think it's really good, but it's really good because of Cliff and that whole storyline.
Yeah, if it didn't have that, then just the maggots and the global chemicals
would not be enough to carry this story. But also, that's okay because that's not the point of the story.
No, I know. I always just thought it was a little bit grey, and there's too many men with moustaches for me, I think. I don't know why.
It's supposed to be in Wales, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I just don't know. There's just something about it that's not as colourful. Maybe that's what it is. But I love the mining stuff and the maggots and everything. Okay, I shall announce the winner. I'm just been handed my envelope. Thank you very much, Edith. She was just there, okay? I'm not being like ordering everyone around.
Whatever.
Oh my God.
Know. Okay.
Okay, and
we all know.
The winner is Carnival of Monsters.
Yay! I genuinely thought then you were gonna like pull a little sly one and just slip in Planet of the Daleks.
Okay, so if it was entirely up to me, I would have said Planet of the Daleks. But we had a little discussion. And decided it should be Carnival of Monsters. Which I am fully on board with. I am. I can see exactly why. Like we said, it's got a bit of everything. It's 4. You love 4.
I love 4. Paul and Debbie are great.
Great characters.
It's just, do you know what? It's just so different and it's such light relief.
Yes.
Because sometimes some of the stories can be quite heavy. I mean, let's be honest. The Dalek one, it's a heavy story. It is. But it's a classic Doctor Who story in that sense. Constant threat, constant that. With Carnival of Monsters, we had those moments in between. We had that. It felt light. It felt different. We hadn't had something like that for. We hadn't had something like that. I said this at the time, I'm sure, since they got made really little.
Planet of Giants. Oh my God, Planet of Giants again.
It felt very Planet of the Giants to me, and I loved Planet of the Giants.
I know you did. Yeah, that's one from the past again. Just when you think you're never going to speak about Planet of Giants again, there it is.
I will never give up on Planet of the Giants. More people need to be on board with how great that was for the time, okay?
I just can't believe you remember it. I'm just shocked. Anyway.
Mark's crying.
Right, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, Carnival of Monsters, brilliant. I will go back and watch it again. Just avoid some of the grey people scenes. That's the only thing that brings it down for me. It's just those bits, but that's not enough to make it not a really good story. Right, we'll go on to the next category. Oh, there's a urgent transmission that's come through from the Dalek Supreme. Oh, hang on a sec. Let me just read it. Oh, no, it's not good news.
Oh, are we being closed down?
No. You're all right.
Did you not get the right license?
No, you're all right. The ice volcano is stable. I can just let you know that, everybody. Don't worry. We forgot a category when we did our Doscars video, and we have not talked about it. We completely forgot a category. He's just let us know.
Oh,
so
okay. Which one?
We need to do it now. Best regular.
Oh yeah. We did. Okay.
So this is live, everybody. Live on Spiridon. We need to just decide who best.
Well, pre-recorded now, yeah. But live.
Best
live in this moment.
Well, okay. Best regular.
Okay, who've we got? Dr.
Joe. Well,
that's it.
But that wasn't that last time as well.
Yeah. Okay, but that's it then.
Okay, we might be making history here. Well, no, we might be. I'm just saying, we might. Doscars history, not actual history.
Doscars history, there we are.
Oh my God. You know, everyone, I had a lot of carbs before we started. I think it's messing me up. I shouldn't have had all that bread and crisps. Oh my God.
We have two. So let's talk about the Doctor. This is a brilliant season for the Doctor.
I mean, immediately that comes to mind that speech that I liked in Planet of the Daleks.
Yeah.
His amazing sort of banter in Three Doctors and the way he talked to Omega and led that story, even though he had all the other Doctors there. Green Death, the way you got the emotional side, the way he deals with Joe's departure and all of that as well. Brilliantly acted, and the chemistry between him and Joe in this whole season is amazing. We say Carnival of Monsters is great, and he does some great prison acting in Frontier in Space, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
He does his action as well. Like, yeah, he is I mean, we said he was sort of peak last time, but he's even more peak now, I think.
This is peak. This is peak. Jo as well has a good season. I mean, she leaves as well. It's like, you know, she has a big story in terms of like the last one. It's her last story, and that's a big moment for her. I think they both have a very strong season, and this is going to be a real tough head-to-head.
Who do you think it should be?
Should we set after 3?
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Jo.
Doctor.
Oh, no. Okay, no, Doctor. Who did we give it to the Doctor last time?
I think it was Jo, wasn't it?
They're coming over.
Good. I think I found the trouble anyway. There you are. A bit of bric-a-brac lodged inside Circuit 3. I better put it back. Might spoil the illusion.
Okay, well, we've had a little discussion in the interval just then. Thanks, Morgan Scherner, for doing your dance. And let's announce...
Doing your dance.
They're just entertaining the crowds while we deliberated. And would you like to announce Best Regular?
Yes. And the winner of Best Regular is... Jo.
Yes, there we go. Well deserved, absolutely well deserved. This is her 3rd year. She's really settled in. A companion that's stuck around for a long
definitely.
time.
And although the Doctor was amazing this season, we both agree. This season, it felt like all the writing, they knew who Jo was, and Jo was like stepping into that. Her last story was perfect. It was a brilliant send-off for her.
And she, well acted as well. She's like, Katie Manning is amazing. Very sort of naturalistic acting, very comfortable. You believe everything she says, the danger, the peril, the situation she's in. She sells it so amazingly, and she is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely well deserved, and we could not have her leave and not give her this award.
No, absolutely not.
Right, on to the next category then, and we've got Worst Moment. The nomination...
Just so you know, everyone, it's not me being in a cellar.
The Gel Guard's walk in The Three Doctors.
Holy Moses! What's that?
Too many prisons in Frontier in Space.
On your feet.
Huh? Why?
You heard me. Move.
The Mast's Last Scene in Frontier in Space.
You know, you really are incredibly persistent, aren't you?
That is my property, I believe.
Yes, it's a most ingenious device. I congratulate you.
And the Taron and Rebek scene in Planet of the Daleks.
But from now on, every judgment I make will be clouded. I'll even hesitate to take the right risks because I'll be worrying about you.
I'm sorry.
Do you know what? I'm really paranoid that I'm saying Taron wrong and everyone's going to correct me. Taron or Taran, I'm not sure at this moment. It's just Taron. Say it quick.
If you say it quick enough and I'll know.
Yeah, Taron. So the Gel Guard's walk.
Oh, you hated that.
Well, yeah, you didn't like it as well.
Yeah, I know, but you really hated it. From memory, you were like, ugh, so annoying.
I wasn't keen on the Gel Guards overall anyway. Oh, it reminds me, we're serving jelly tonight. It's over on that tape. Get your jelly shots in. Yeah. It was, and then the walk just added to the non-success of that particular monster. If they just stood there and didn't really do very much, it's just the strange wobble and the shuffle. No, it just didn't work. Too many prisons in Frontier in Space. We talked about that a lot.
It ruined the story. They were just constantly in prison.
There was some nice thing, when Jo was doing that talk to distract the Master in the prison, okay, and when they're not in the prison, there's some good moments. If it was a 4-parter and less prisons, maybe we would have enjoyed it more. But it was just, you had a prison blimmin' moon, didn't you, that the Doctor was on? It was all about prison. It could have been called Prison in Space, and then we would have liked it more. And also, leading into that, the Master's last scene we put in that we said it was a bit rushed. It was a bit of a shame because that was Roger Delgado's last appearance in Doctor Who. And I think it would have just needed a director that had just spent a little bit more time making sure that went well. I mean, yeah, okay, they didn't know that it was. And yeah, the master always runs off at the end suddenly and he's going to come back for another story. So,
but we usually see him run off. We normally see that, like, it's recognised. He literally just, like, scurried off and then it's like he's not there. I even said to you, like, watching, I was like, it just felt really rushed. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
It wasn't clear what was happening. So I think, yeah, even though it was the master's last scene, even if it wasn't, that scene in the whole thing, it just needed better direction. I think they just ran out of time or didn't get the right shots or anything. It's just not clear what's happened. And for a whole story, for an end of a 6-part story, that is a pivotal moment and it just didn't deliver. And then the Taron and Rebek scene about, well, there's many of them, but it was part of all that heart-to-heart lot that we had.
It's not just that, but it's like the amount of heart-to-hearts, isn't it? It's like, okay, and then these two are going to... It's like, oh, we've got out of danger. Let's all get into our pairs and have our moments. And that's one of those. And he's like, having a go at it. It's just really stupid.
Okay, so let's announce the winner.
And the winner is... Too Many Prisons.
Yes, of course. I mean, we actually named the episode that as well, on Frontier in Space. But hang on, I thought you loved Frontier in Space.
I do, but there were too many prisons. To the point, that's why it didn't get a shortlist.
I mean, always in a Doctor Who story, I mean, throughout the 60s, there's always a prison. But they spend...
We had like 9, didn't we? I can't remember how many we counted, but it was a lot of prisons.
In your average Doctor Who story, there's at least one, or there's at least a couple of scenes, but this was just...
There's none in Carnival of Monsters.
Well, no, I suppose not. But they're, someone's always locked up or something, and that's always the moment.
Or Planet of the Giants.
Or Planet of the Giants. No, that's true. Okay. Or in Keys of Marinus, there's a bit of prison action, I think. Keys of Marinus.
Yeah, there's some prison action there.
But, there's always a moment, and that's always not the best part of a story for me. So to have so many prisons, you're just like, come on. So yeah, I think we've had worse moments, though, to be fair. Like,
this has been a strong season, so we struggle to think of moments.
Exactly. The worst moment hasn't actually been that worse for a long time. So well not done, Frontier in Space. Okay, and now we're going to go on to a very special new category, the Icon of the Season Award. Brand new, and this is awarded to that particular character that has made an impact for good or for worse on the whole season, or someone that stood out from this season.
As Mark said, to quote Time magazine, for better or for worse, has done the most to influence the events of the year. Exactly,
yeah. So this is your Doctor Who character who's going to be on the front of season 10 magazine.
To Watch Who imaginary magazine.
Yeah, To Watch Who season 10 magazine. Who is going to have their face on the front of the Doscars brochure? Okay, so there can only be one icon of the season. So I shall announce that person now. Okay, everyone got their drinks. Everyone sat down. Okay. The winner... What? Oh, sorry.
It feels really dramatic.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I thought you were going to say sorry.
I felt nervous and I know the
answer. Okay. The winner of the season 10 Icon Award goes to Cliff Jones.
Wow.
Yes, well done.
I mean, this was tough. Can we just, this was really hard.
Okay, it was pretty much, it came down to between Omega and Cliff.
Yeah, and we talked about, whether the story, on one hand, both their stories are amazing stories for different reasons. It's not about their stories, it's about the season, though. And what it came down to was who we were going to be talking about in 2-3 seasons' time.
Cliff made an impact more.
Yeah.
And yeah, we are going to talk about and reference him more. that is our reasoning. Omega's great, and like you were saying at the beginning of the season, what a great villain to start off in the Three Doctors. And he's won the best villain as well already.
His helmet scene's iconic. He lifts his helmet and you can see through it. That's an iconic moment.
I think for lasting impact, it would have to go to Cliff.
And he's such a strong character. He's up there with them, and it's really good. And we will talk about him.
Double award winner Cliff tonight. I mean, the champagne's going to be flown in the Nut Hutch tonight, isn't it? I mean, Nancy's going to be doing a jig, and they're all going to be, having a party down there, aren't they?
Fertility dances all around.
Yes. Oh, yes. So there is our new category. So we'll see who will join him in the future as an icon.
FYI, previous season, Miss Hawthorne definitely would have won that.
Maybe we should go back and sort of just put who we would do for each season just for fun. We could do that as video, can't we? The previous 9. Just so I always like a bit of a lineup, so I can do a picture of everyone together. So, so we need to know who else would be the icon. Right, and now we are on to just as prestigious award. The award, though.
I think it's still the most prestigious award.
Okay, you can be an icon, but to be the...
You're not Sir Ian Chesterton,
exactly.
Heroic Moment.
Ian's Hero Award, that is the next level. This is what everybody wants to win, the Ian Award.
Yeah.
You need to have Ian's approval.
It's the only reason I keep doing this podcast, in the hope that I'll be nominated.
So, and this one has been decided by our coffee members.
So we don't know.
We have no idea. Well, I know. I've looked it up, and we've had our votes in. Thank you, everyone, for voting. So I'll remind everybody. Well, I will announce the nominees, and they are Wester, sacrificing himself in Planet of the Daleks. Taron, leading the Thals in Planet of the Daleks.
We'll attack, but this has to be planned. Until it is, we'll wait.
And Cliff, going to rescue Joe in the Green Death.
What the hell do you think you're up to?
I'm looking for a little playmate for you.
I nearly had a fit when I saw you.
I've been a bit worried myself.
Look, if anything had happened to you, Well, come on, let's get out of here.
Hello, this is Mark here from the future. I was just editing this and realised that we completely missed out a nominee. Apologies to Bert from Down the Mines. He is, of course, nominated for helping Joe in the Green Death. We cannot miss that opportunity to recognise Bert and his services before he actually died of the Green Death.
So, Mark, tell us.
Wow, some good... Well, actually, no, it was quite difficult to find a brave, heroic moment, because the characters that we had in the stories, there wasn't anyone that stood out, because usually, like we always say, it's someone going against the odds, against what they would normally do. And, Three Doctors, Carnival of Monsters, Frontier in Space didn't have those characters in it. They weren't...
We didn't have those sacrifice moments. We didn't have those, putting yourself on the line moments in the same way. As characters, they tend to put themselves on the line quite often. So it was really tricky, actually, wasn't it? We did struggle a bit.
Yeah, it's getting more difficult. But we do have the votes, and there is a clear winner. The winner of the Sir Ian Chesterton Heroic Moment Award goes to Wester, Planet of the Daleks.
Hey! Yeah, I think that's so well deserved.
Here you go. Here he is, floating over, invisible. Where is he? Oh, there goes the award, floating away. He must be there. The first alien winner.
So I can't wait for you to try and do that picture.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I've got a picture of him dead. It's fine.
fantastic.
But actually, that was a good one because you weren't sure. I mean, he made friends with Jo, so he looked after her, so you sort of knew he was going to be good. But there was that moment where you weren't sure, actually, that is he going to suddenly... Because the Spiridons are a bit of a funny race because none of them are others talk. They're just those purple furs and they're sort of enslaved, so you don't know.
What a sacrifice. That is what this award is all about.
I mean, he stopped an alien virus, not only an alien virus, a Terry-nation alien virus, which is always more deadly than the usual one. So, I mean, he did well.
That's why we had the cocktails, not too many.
Exactly. I mean, he really did it. And with the Daleks as well. And he couldn't get out of there. And he got 2 Daleks stuck in there with him as well. And they could never leave. And he saved the whole planet. Literally.
Yeah, absolutely. Truly deserving winner.
Yeah. And, he'd only just met everybody on that day on Planet of the Daleks. He didn't have to. He could have been like the rest of his people. He could have just been enslaved and got on with it and wore his purple fur. But he explained what was going on, and he was another great. You sort of forget him a little bit because you've got all the files and you've got all the stuff going on, and he's in it for a bit and then he disappears. He's not in it tons, is he? So it's very pivotal in everything that he does in Planet of the Daleks. Absolutely great. And I don't think anybody else has talked about Wester from Planet of the Daleks for so long, so enthusiastically than me right now, and I'm quite happy to do that because Wester is amazing. And I'm really glad we get to see him as well when he dies. I mean, I know he's dying, but you actually get to see what they look like as well. And it's an interesting look. They actually put some effort into the look as well. They didn't have to do that. They could just have a fur just go on the floor, invisible. So absolutely well done, Wester. He completely deserves his place there. And thank you very much for our coffee members for voting. I think you all made a very good choice. I feel like I've done his acceptance speech for him.
Well, you might as well. He's invisible / dead. So.
Another season wrapped up.
Bites the dust.
There we go. Finish up your cocktails and your... Do we have any new foods this season? Oh, we've got maggot on a stick. There you go. Little canapes of maggots. That's been handed around.
I thought we were just going to be doing the fungus.
Oh, and fungus. Well, maggot with fungus. They complement each other, don't they? Probably. Yeah. And on to season 11. So it'll be very interesting to see what who else comes along, what else happens. I'm very excited for you to see the Time Warrior and start season 11. Oh, this has been a funny one, hasn't it?
It has. I can't wait for you to edit it.
Oh my god. Okay, well, yeah, we will see you week after next for our beginning of season 11 and the Time Warrior. I think everyone will be tuning in for that one. I certainly will be. And in
I'll think about it.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. In the meantime, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at 2watchwho, and you can support us at buymeacoffee.com/2watchwho.
Thank you to our members for their continued support and for voting.
Yeah, you can support us on there. It starts from £3 a month, or if you want to just give us a one-off thing, buy us a coffee on there. That'll be great. Sarah's pretty cold down there in the ice volcano, so I'm sure she'll appreciate a hot chocolate or something.
Thanks to Mark, yeah.
Or if you want to support us for free, you could give us a review on Apple Podcasts or something like that, or give us a 5 stars or something like that. That costs nothing.
That'd be nice.
So, yeah, that would be nice. And thank you for everyone that has done that so far. And we love reading your comments on social media and your messages and things. So it's really great.
It. We do
and
love it.
I love it when you tell me that I've got things wrong. So, no, I do. It's fun. It's fun. Yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Watch who?